Very loud.
Excellent. I wasn't going to say anything at this rally. I don't like doing public speaking, but I really want to read what Bernie Sanders just came out with Khanna to kind of spearhead what has to happen in Congress. And that was just yesterday. Senator Bernie Sanders and Representative Khanna issued the following statement announcing the introduction of legislation to prohibit any funding for offensive military force in or against Iran without prior congressional authorization. The measure to restrict funds for such military activities passed by a bipartisan 251 margin vote in the House of Representatives, but was later stripped from the National Defense Authorization Act adopted by Congress in December. Today, we are seeing a dangerous escalation that brings us closer to another disastrous war in the Middle East. A war with Iran would cost countless lives and trillions more dollars and lead to even more deaths, more conflicts, more displacement in the already highly volatile region of the world. War must be the last recourse in our international relations. That's why our founding fathers gave the responsibility over war to Congress. Congressional inaction in the face of the threat of catastrophic and unconstitutional Middle East conflict is not acceptable. After authorizing a disastrous $738 billion military budget that placed no restrictions on this president from starting an unauthorized war with Iran, Congress now has an opportunity to change course. Our legislation blocks Pentagon funding for any unilateral actions this president takes to wage war against Iran without congressional authorization. We know that it will ultimately be the children of working-class families who will have to fight and die in a new Middle East conflict, not the children of the billionaire class. At a time when we face the urgent need to rebuild our crumbling infrastructure, to build the housing we desperately need, and to address the existential crisis of climate change, we as a nation must get our priorities right. The House and Senate should pass our legislation immediately and uphold our constitutional responsibilities. We must invest in the needs of the American people, not spend trillions more on endless wars. I urge everybody here to call your representative, call Cicilline, call Langevin, and call Reid and Whitehouse. Tell them to support the legislation that's right now going to be heard. It's imperative that they hear from everybody, not the same few. They need to hear from all of us. I also urge everybody to make sure you are registered to vote. And get anybody else that you know that may not be registered to vote. The only way we can change the escalation and the dynamics that's going on now is to get rid of Trump and his entire administration and replace it with a Bernie Sanders administration that will care about the 99% and not the 1%. Thank you.